Welcome once again to this channel. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for many more related audio. As stated in our previous episode, we shall consider what success is and what success is not in this episode. So without much ado, let's find out what success is. So we may thus ask, what is success? The fact remains that the word success is so generic and dynamic in nature. It means differently to different people. However, it is still every man's goal. It is a continuous strive for excellence. It applies to every aspect of man's endeavors. As a matter of fact, even our Creator was so much interested in the success of His creative works, no wonder at the end of each creative day God confirmed that His work was good, or in other words, successful. Made in God's image, we all possess that inert desire to be successful in whatever we do. Little wonder, no one wants to fail or feels happy when he or she fails. Success cuts across every facet of man's struggle, right from the very day of birth to the day of death. Thus, it will be very illogical to ever assume that success is all about financial or material gains and achievements. An individual can be so financially constrained, but in actual sense he or she is even more successful in a way we could never imagine. Since success is not just about wealth, that means that we cannot use wealth as a yardstick to measure success. As earlier stated, our individual perception to what success is or is not may vary based on our upbringing, belief, and outlook. However, we all still need to be successful. For instance, a soldier ought to be successful in the battlefield not just because he or she is expected to, but also for the purpose of his or her own survival. A doctor ought to be successful in administering the right care and medication to his or her patients in order to save lives. The same applies to a manager who manages and coordinates the entire affairs of his workforce and team. If there are setbacks, the business is bound to face bankruptcy and may possibly fold. A farmer likewise ought to be successful in food production and cultivation, lest we all hunger and die. Less cannot be said of the teacher who teaches the farmer, the doctor, the banker, the lawyer, and all. Everyone ought to be successful in his or her endeavor because a work that is unsuccessfully done is a work not done. In a nutshell, we can conclude that success is not that fat bank account, but rather the state of doing whatever has to be done in the right and most effective way with positive results in view. In our next episode, we shall delve into the first key to unlock success. Sure you won't want to miss this. Of course you won't. Simply subscribe for more. See you next.